Hello everyone, welcome to this episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today I've got a new bait to show you guys that I think could literally change trout fishing for thousands of people across the globe. And that would be Gulp Alive corn. In this jar right here is some Gulp Alive corn baits that is scented to replicate corn. Now, as you may or may not know, in many areas, provinces and districts across the country and in other countries, it is illegal to use corn. Biologists have found in many areas that corn cannot be digested by fish properly, causing stomach issues and even death. So with that being said, this bait is a perfect alternative for fishing corn in areas where corn is restricted. So we're going to hop in this jar, we're going to try out a few kernels, we're going to drift it around and see if we can pick up a few fish. So stay tuned, stick around, and let's see how the Gulp Alive corn fares on the creek today. All right guys, we're just going to hop right on in to this jar of Gulp corn here. We want to grab ourselves out a kernel, in this case two, because they are stuck together. Now I can tell that this does have a bit of a corn smell coming out of the jar. We're just going to hook these little guys just like so, and we're going to hop out here and see if these little kernels of corn are pretty effective against trout. I'm going to say that they'll work due to their color and the scent, that these fish will not know a difference in this and your normal corn. We'll cast it around for a while and we'll see just how productive it can be. Make a good long cast upstream there and just let it come back. We'll just reel up the slack as it comes. Keep a close eye on that indicator, looking for any signs of change, whether that be it slowing down, stopping, or going under. There we go, first fish on the corn. Heck yeah. So it didn't take too long, guys. I'd say probably 5 to 10 minutes of casting. And this little beauty here come over and had to have it. Calm down. We're gonna get you off, I promise. And there we go, gorgeous fish, not bad at all. Let's go ahead and let her swim right on out of the net. There she goes, and that single little kernel of corn right there did the job. So let's go ahead and hop back in here and see if we can pick up another one. But that first fish so quickly does confirm that the artificial corn will work. I'm also curious of whether or not this artificial corn would work well with carp fishing. As you guys may know, one of the most predominant baits for catching large carp, especially here in Virginia, is a single kernel of corn around a pack bait of sorts. But I'm kind of curious to know that if these artificial kernels of corn would also be effective with them. I'm going to go on a limb and say that they probably would be, especially considering they're working well enough to fool these big stalker trout. We're going to adjust our float depth and we're going to raise this bait up a little bit higher in the water column. It's important when float fishing to continuously change your depth until you can kind of hone in on that perfect zone where you find that the fish are striking it more often. So we'll do some slight adjustments here for a few minutes and see if we can get any changes at all on our bite ratio. Got him on. Second fish on the corn. Little drag puller here.
There we go. Another gorgeous small fish here. Let's get him unhooked. Nope, he's angry. Hook popped out. Heck yeah. Another gorgeous fish there. Fell victim to that gulp of live corn. Let's let it go. Heck yeah. Now, it's pretty safe to say that this stuff right here is working really well. But just kind of out of an experimental point, I would like to see whether or not these things float to know if they would be of quality on a Carolina rig. So let's just drop one. And they sink like a stone. As you can see right there, that kernel of corn is just resting on the bottom. So just like your natural corn, these little kernels will sink to the bottom and just rest there. So if you wanted to fish this on the bottom, you could as well, just like you would your normal corn, or you could drift it just like I'm doing here. Either way it would be effective. Between the gulp scent and the really bright color, there's no doubt in my mind that you will find success throwing this in areas where corn is not allowed. Got him on. Biggin. Biggin, guys, biggin. Seen him come over and take the corn. He could not stand it. I kind of hesitated on the hook set because I wasn't convinced that the fish didn't just swim into the line the way that he was kind of taking off. I thought he was avoiding the bait and simply swam into it. But as luck would have it, he was coming over to eat it. I want to kind of walk him up this way just to get him away from that dam. Bigger fish do have a tendency to want to go right over the edge of that thing. This is a tank of a fish, guys. An absolute tank. I do not even know if this guy's going to fit in our net. All right. Look at the size of that one, boys and girls. That one is an absolute horse. Pop that bait right on out. I'm talking a 4 or 5 plus pounder right there, guys. An absolute stud. Let's let her go. We don't want to keep her out any longer than we need to. All right, let's see her take off right there. There she is, happy and healthy. Heck yeah, guys, that corn is an absolute game changer, especially to you guys who aren't allowed to use it. Got him. Oh, jumper. Heck yeah. I tell you what, he's not very big in comparison to that one, but we'll take him. Any trout is a good trout. This one right here is just a straight up little football. He's not very long, but goodness gracious, does he have some shoulders on him. Calm down, little buddy. We're gonna pop you right off. You got sharp teeth in there. All right, guys, a little butterball right there. Cannot complain. Let's let him go. There he goes. Heck yeah. Oh, that was epic. He jumped right there. That was epic. As soon as I casted the bobber, he freaking leapt. Unreal. That was gorgeous. Well, guys, we'll make one more walking drift out through here and we'll call it a day.
I'd like to go on ahead and say that for anybody who is restricted from using corn, this bait is an absolute game changer for you. It will give you the opportunity to use corn or a corn substitute in a way that you know, you typically wouldn't be able to. And as you probably already know, as a trout fisherman, that any bait that isn't seen by the trout regularly is a good bait. So this little kernel of corn from Gulp here is an absolute game changer for you guys who simply cannot use corn in your fisheries. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you guys have tried these or any other corn representation and how it works for you. But until next time, boys and girls, get out if you can and do some fishing, be safe, and tight lines.